Well, hey guys, Jonathan Doyle with you once again. Welcome back as always to the Daily Message. Please make sure you're subscribed. Hit those subscribe buttons and go and check out all the show notes below here. Get free copies of my book and you can book me to speak live. So go check out those show notes. And if you like what you're hearing today, please leave a comment. I would love to know what you think and any particular issues that you would like me to cover. You ready? Let's do it. I have been reading the awesome new book by Douglas Murray, a British public intellectual, called The War on the West. I really liked his other two books. This one's had a really big impact on me as well. Murray is talking about the kind of victim mentality that pervades a lot of the modern secular West. What's that got to do with us? Let's talk about it. In many videos, I do talk about victim mentality, this idea that somebody or something somewhere is to blame for whatever area of our life that we are unhappy with. The minute you do that, my friend, you have handed over your power to someone else. I do it, we all do it. We all do it to different degrees, but it's a very toxic thing. And it makes it hard for us to really grow in life. So last night, I'm reading Douglas Murray's book, and he quotes Friedrich Nietzsche. I won't go deep down the Friedrich Nietzsche rabbit hole. A very influential 19th century continental philosopher who had a huge impact on the Western world. Many people would say a really bad impact, but there's an interesting quote. So the quote I'm sharing is when Nietzsche talks about moving from resentment, like bitterness, blame, victimhood in your life. Somebody else is responsible. I resent other people's success. Things would be different if, just fill in the if I was this, if I had that, if this person didn't do X. So listen to this quote from Nietzsche. It's a powerful one. Somebody must be to blame, but you yourself are this somebody. You yourself alone are to blame for it. You yourself alone are to blame for yourself. Ouch, that is a really powerful comment from Nietzsche. I want to be really clear that I'm not saying if you've been through trauma or abuse that you are responsible. That's definitely not what I'm saying in this message. What Nietzsche's pointing to is a kind of eventual radical responsibility for our life, no matter what's happened to us. I know this is not an easy message because some of us have been through really challenging things. I think what I'm trying to do here is point us to this cultural moment we're in, where blame and victimhood and bitterness and resentment can be so powerful and so omnipresent. And what this quote is telling us is sooner or later, we need to take a radical responsibility for our lives. One of the things that Nietzsche mentions is that once we stop living in victimhood and blame and resentment, a kind of massive energy gets unleashed. All the energy that we've been targeting towards things that we can't really control gets unleashed in our own growth and healing. So friends, go and listen to the podcast version. I go a lot deeper, but I guess what I'm trying to say to you is this. We are responsible for us. We need to push back against a cultural climate that tells us that this government or this or that or this system or this historical thing caused X. No, we're here now. We have to be responsible. I have to be responsible for me. It is not a popular message. It is not an easy message, but it can be a transformative message. Let me know what you think. Put something in the comments here. Please make sure you've subscribed. My name's Jonathan Doyle. I'm going to have another message for you tomorrow.